talking about? They talking about what? They talking about sports. Oh, really? Well, this is all.
Out on the field, they're ballin' on courts. They wanna talk about sports. They need a resource where they can come talk about sports. They really be talked, but we know the facts. Stacks, yeah, that's where it's at. We the hottest on the map. This is our take on. This is our take on. Yeah, they need a resource. We got you, just make up the choice.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. He is your host, Mr. MP80Baby.
And that's your host right there, Mr. GPG.
And welcome to
Our Take on Sports.
On this podcast, man, we keep you in tune with all the latest information that's going on in the sports world. But we ain't going to start off with that right now, man. We're going to start off with something a little bit more deeper and more touching to our hearts, man. My nephew, MP's brother. We giving this show out for him today. For my nephew, Avery. He was in a really, really bad car accident. And we just want everybody to send out their prayers and give him some love on this show. I know MP and myself, we really appreciate it. MP, what you got to say about your brother, man?
Yeah, man. For anybody that does enjoy the show, you know, and watch us and whatnot, we appreciate it. I ask you guys to just, you know, send a extra prayer out, you know, for my little brother, man. He definitely fighting right now, so we definitely gonna dedicate this show to him. He's my middle brother, and you know, man, y'all, you know, saying, just like I said, just give him a shout out, pray for him one time, and we'll appreciate it and everything, and we appreciate y'all, like I always say.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, Avery, man. Look, you're gonna always be in our hearts, our prayers, our thoughts, man. We just want you to get better, get stronger. Come on back out this hospital, man, and make a full recovery. And we're looking forward to talking sports with you, man. You know, that's what we want to do with you. I love you, man. I just want you to know that.
Yep.
But we're going to move on, man. We do got a sports show that we're going to talk about, man, but we just wanted to make sure we gave our family the love that he deserved. But we're going to move on, man. We're going to talk about the sports that's going on, man. MP, tell them about that bracket, big dog.
Oh, man, you guys got to understand this bracket, the NCAA March Madness coming up, you know, this weekend right here is going down. They're getting ready to start. So I'm going to break it off and let you guys know about who's the women and the men's bracket, who's looking like they're going to be joining number one all the way around, and who's going to be the favorites. So right now in the 68, you guys know it's a 68 team bracket in both women and men when it first start off in the tournament. So right now, you know, it's a lot of number one teams that's coming out, that's doing big things. You guys, but we want to know who you guys favorite on you guys' bracket. We're gonna do a bracket here on Our Take on Sports for the women and men. We're gonna do a bracket. We're gonna put it out there, and we ask you guys to try to fill it out as well, and we're gonna see who got it going on, man. So you guys know Alabama been balling. They number two coming out their division that I wanted to speak in. I spoke on them before. Houston coming out the Midwest as well. Indianapolis, they're number one. They're gonna be playing in Wichita and whatnot. So you guys keep an eye out on them. You got a few more people. You got Duke, of course, you know, that's gonna be coming out of Raleigh. They looking like they got a little sweet little path that they can do some stuff for them. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Duke gonna be doing, because they are just getting themselves back, you know, their program back together since their coach had retired a few years ago. Tennessee, we're gonna see what Tennessee do. You know, they're surprising people this year. So again, we want to see what you guys, your bracket is gonna look like, because these are teams, these number one teams are teams that I wouldn't even feel that would be number one. You got Auburn, you know, they're number one in the South. They're gonna be playing in the South Atlanta, coming out of South Atlanta, playing in the tournament down this way. So you guys keep an eye on that bracket coming out of that way. So that's gonna be basically the teams that you guys want to kind of look out, because the number ones, they kind of do get to the championship sometime, but they usually go out first, second round. There'd be some upsets. So you guys keep an eye out on that on the males bracket. And then I'm gonna go to the females bracket for those who love the females as well. So I'm gonna run that down real quick, just like I did the males. Like I said, they're gonna be scheduling up the matchups by the end of this week. Cause like I said, Saturday, I believe that's when the tournaments will be starting. Top seeds, you got to watch out for, of course, Texas, Virginia Tech. You got Harvard trying to get up in there on the women's bracket. So you guys, watch that. You got a couple of people that's in the bubble. I'm not going to really go down on that, but you got some, here, there, coming out each conference and whatnot out of the 68-team bracket. So you got to definitely look out, like I said, Texas. They're going to be coming out of the region, Birmingham. They doing their thing. You want to watch out, of course, South Carolina, man. If you don't know about South Carolina women's basketball, then you've been sleeping under a rock. I'm not even going to flex, man. These women be balling. And you got to watch them, man. GPG, Mr. GPG, you're going to have to get into this women basketball, this NCAA, this March Madness, because I won't be running it down. It's going to be going so quick. Games gonna be playing all day, and I love it. I love this time of year when it's nothing but basketball. USC, we got to talk about USC. They're gonna be coming as well. They playing in Regional 2, so you got to watch out for them as well in the women's basketball. And it may be a couple people that I may miss. And you got UCLA. They're gonna be coming as well. Regional 3. You need to watch out for them. Like I said, but my favorite, I'm not even going to tell y'all right now. Because I'm looking forward to see you guys this bracket. I want to see them. Post them. And like I said, you got teams that's going to be you got 13 teams coming out of Big Ten. You got eight teams coming out of the ACC. You got 10 teams coming out of the SEC. And you got 7 coming out of Big Ten and whatnot. Big East got 2. And then the Ivy League got 3. And that is women's NCAA bracket coming up for this March Madness. So this is a time you guys got to lock in, because I'm going to be locked in.
Let's get
you hear me? Mr. GPG, I'm going to give it back to you.
Hey, man, look. Everybody's going to be ready for that March Madness to jump off, man. This is an exciting time of the year for basketball fans. I'm looking forward to the men's bracket, and I'm looking forward to the women's bracket, man. You got some boys that everybody's looking at. That SEC is strong, man. The boys down there, Alabama, Duke, all them boys down there, they doing it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. This is that one-and-done tournament that everybody love to see. And we'll see who comes out national champions, men and women, on both sides.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we will move on, man. We will move on because we got a lot of sports we're going to get into. We got a lot of sports. We do got some big news that's just coming out of the NBA, man. Devastating news that's coming out of the Dallas Mavericks. Now, we all know about the injuries that they've been suffering to their center position, with AD and Gafford and Likely. Now they just took a major hit with Kyrie Irvin and a torn ACL out for the year. Man, looks like the Dallas Mavericks' dream's going to be going down the tubes, man. I hate to say it like that, but it don't look good for them. Now, if you were the man running that organization, would you just completely go ahead and shut it down? Sit AD down for the rest of the year, let all them boys get healthy? Or would you try to bring them boys back and make them run and see what they can do?
Man, that's a good question. And I'm going to tell you like this. You traded them. You traded your best player on the team. Or your second best player on the team. So if you was willing to do all that, you dang on right. I'm gonna play him. I'm gonna play him. You dang on right. You're not gonna get dollars out of my organization, and you're not gonna play. You're gonna play. That's why I got you another superstar to see if we can still make a run. Because hey, even without Luka and being traded and AD being hurt. We was just a minute ago talking about Kyrie trying to keep the team level until AD came back. So AD, you're just gonna have to strap on your boots. That's what you do. That's what they paying you for. So yes, I believe if I was the owner, if MP80Baby was the owner, AD would be playing. Sorry, but you'll be playing, bud.
For me, it's a tricky situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want him to play. You paying him that money. You want him to go ahead and make that money that you paying him. You want him to earn it. So you want him to go out there and play. But let me tell you, man, when they traded Luka for him, and now that Kyrie's gone, man, they ain't got a shot in hell. Straight up, they are done. Dallas is done, man. Without Kyrie, they ain't gonna beat nobody. It was gonna be tough for them to beat anybody with Kyrie. Now that Kyrie's gone, they ain't got nobody to run that team. Luka's in LA having the time of his life right now, him and LeBron. And I think maybe you might go ahead and shut him down, man. I don't know. I think you might go ahead and shut him down. Yeah, a healthy AD, shit, you mess around and AD mess around, hurt something else, and then he be out to start the beginning of the season again. I mean, Kyrie gonna be gone for what, a year? Torn ACL is like a year injury now. So I understand what you're saying, MP, man, but man, it's tough, bro. It's tough, man, because you want this man out there on the court, but you know them boys ain't going nowhere, man. So
yeah, I dig all that. The thing is, you know, as an owner, if as an owner, if I'm looking at it, I'm like this. I'm gonna put 80 out there because I may not even want to keep him come next season. So I want to boost his trade value up. I got to get his trade value up. So to me, as an owner, it's always business.
Man, if them boys let AD go after 1 year, after just letting their franchise go to LA,
man, I see them being hurt for at least a decade. If they keep Kyrie or AD at this point, I believe they need to get rid of both of them. Kyrie, I mean, no, for real. I mean, the thing is, you exactly what you said is true. They are sunk. They're dead in the water. So when you're dead in the water, you gotta put your life jackets on and get ready to, you know what I'm saying, to put some work in. And the work is to start over. Kyrie, you're right. Kyrie gonna be gone for about a year. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Kyrie with an ACL tear coming back a year or next season in the playoffs. You don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So the whole thing of the matter is, okay, if the season is over with, yeah, I'm gonna play AD. I'm gonna get his trade value up, and him and a few more pieces, maybe Kyrie. Like I said, if I was on, he'd be up out of there because I got to get some picks. You saw what Houston did. I'm a big fan of Houston. You saw what OKC has done. Man, it's time to stop trying to just get these old superstars that maybe won one championship and get some real talent that's hungry. That's what it is.
I mean, I don't disagree with you on that. I just know that, man, to make that move, man, they gave up a lot to get Luka, you know what I'm saying? And shoot, man, I mean, damn, you gave up your whole franchise you gave him up to LA, man, and you brought AD in, and now AD, likely Gafford, now Kyrie Irving, all these cats is out. Man, that's crazy to me, man. That's crazy, man. Dallas, boy, I mean,
so do you think even if Luka was still there and Kyrie tore his ACL, do you think they would still have a chance?
If Luka was there and Kyrie tore his ACL and they didn't have AD not without the big man. They not without the big man. I mean, that was a part of Luka's game too. You know, he was loving to throw the alley-oop and the lob and everything, man, to Likely and Gafford. So I right now, I just think it's too many injuries to overcome.
Well, the thing is, the Mavericks that I know have they're built on defense, and the way they was training with Luka and Kyrie, them two players don't play defense like that. They really don't. They're offensive players, and that's the reason why I would say it's time to break it up. Like you brought Kyrie in, hoping you was gonna have a pair. You know what I'm saying? Trying to pair up a big two, maybe try to get a big three there. Kyrie can't bring players to him. Kyrie don't nobody want to play Kyrie. Nobody wants
KD wanted to play with Kyrie. James Harden wanted to play with Kyrie.
But what happened? So guess what happened? All that did happen. So now after that, you saw what happened when he went to Boston. You saw what happened when he was in Cleveland, with the relationship with him and LeBron. Don't nobody want to play. Just like don't nobody really want to play with LeBron. Don't nobody want to play with Kyrie. Kyrie is trying to get his attitude together. But true.
AD wants to play with Kyrie, though. They just say he couldn't stay healthy enough to be there long enough.
Man, look, listen, that's all excuses. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, KD wasn't strong enough to play with Kyrie neither. But like you said, I want to play with him. I want to all that want. We grown men out here. We grown men out here getting paid millions of dollars.
All right. Okay. Well, hey, look, Dallas, your season is over pretty much anyway, man. At least that's what me, GPG, and my boy MP80Baby, that's what we thinking. And probably 90% of the world thinking the same thing. Y'all brothers is done, man. See y'all next year. If you make the playoffs, well, you're one and done.
Question right quick before we move on. One question: do you think with this injury to Kyrie, do you think he should go ahead and retire?
Man, I mean, what? He ain't no young buck. You know what I mean? Kyrie got some age on him. He's been in the league for a long time now, and this torn ACL. It just depends on how hard he rehabbed it and hit him. I don't want to sit here and say that Uncle Drew should retire, man. Hey, look, Kyrie's one of my favorite players, man. His handles, his skills. I mean, the boy is sick, man. But a torn ACL is real hard to come back from. But he ain't never been one of them dudes to predicate himself on jumping and dunking and all that stuff anyway. He'll cross you and hit you with the jumper. I mean, Kyrie got a shot. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to see him retire, to be honest with you. No, I hope he don't. I really don't. I hope he rehab, hit it hard, and come back strong. If Klay Thompson can come back from what he done went through, he should be able to do the same thing. You know, Klay went through everything. So, but we'll move on, man. We'll move on because we do got some other teams that we do want to talk about, man. Come on now. We got to give it up for the best team in the NBA, especially in the Western Conference, man. OKC. OKC doing their thing over there right now. SGA, he up there putting them numbers up, man. He's leading the league in scoring. He's got the best record in the NBA at 50 wins and 11 losses. But do you think that SGA is the best player in the NBA, MP?
Ooh, I can tell you this. I've been watching him since he came in the league, and I definitely believe people was actually, he knew he was a great player, but OKC with him being out there, it took a long time for them to really get the pieces they needed to be what they are now. As far as best player in the game right now, that's really kind of hard to say because I gotta see him go through the playoffs and give me that killer mentality. So all that to me, because I'm old school, to some of the younger generations, the YNs and all that, they might not see that as a necessary asset. But to me, I got to see that dog when we get to the playoffs because a lot of stars gas out after the 82, 83 games.
Look, SGA is balling. He's killing. He is doing it. This boy putting up 50 points on people on a regular basis. I just watched him last night put up 51 on Houston. You know what I mean? Against your boys, the boys that you like, you know what I'm saying? The boys you've been pumping up. He dropped 51 on them. And he young, he's strong. But you're right. I'm not going to sit here and call him the best player in the NBA, man. To call the man the best player in the NBA, man, that's a stretch, man. I mean, there's some boys out there. It's Anthony Edwards. I mean, it's John Morant. Ain't nobody even saying that about Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and them cats. Like, they ain't no good. And don't forget about the 3 or 4-time MVP that's in Denver. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget about Joker. You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, Big Perk, I was watching First Take, and he was talking about LeBron James. LeBron James is the best player in the NBA at 40 years old. Do you think that is he tripping right now?
I give it to him because he's looking at his age, and sometimes we can get crosshair when we looking at a person's age and we're saying, "Oh, they doing this at that age." What they got to do? So we're gonna give him a pass just because he that age and he able to do it at that age? No, because we already seen that LeBron can't do it every night. We already know that.
Man, no way. Man, LeBron James has been putting up them numbers every single night. They got the number one defense in the league. They done moved up to the number 2 seed in the Western Conference.
When has LeBron played a full season?
LeBron, what? Okay, now the man. Okay,
the last time
before.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
When the last time LeBron truly played a full season where he wasn't taking some rest off, to where the commissioner had to step in and say, "Hey, this go all the way back to Miami." Now,
that wasn't LeBron doing that.
Yeah, LeBron. He used to. All them used to take them rest days. LeBron took many rest days. You better go check your stats. LeBron.
Man, that was Popovich starting that stuff in San Antonio, starting that load management stuff over there.
LeBron started that. Man, y'all get that too much credit. I don't care if he was 50 doing it. You see what I'm saying? He ain't did what Tom Brady did in his pro. Tom Brady went out there. Man, listen, Tom Brady in the time of the years that him and Tom Brady did about the same amount of years in both of their professions. If you were trying to say somebody a GOAT, then within that GOAT status, you keeping anybody and everybody from achieving from what you're able to do. And Bill Russell, we sit here and say Bill Russell won 11 titles with Boston. They shut people down. They wouldn't let nobody win. That's why people had that Michael Jordan say. When Michael Jordan got to his point. Now, hey, LeBron got to his point, he started winning championships. When Michael got to that point, he wouldn't let nobody in. Many people wanted a championship on them 6 runs that Mike did and they weren't able to get. LeBron don't have that. Y'all give him credit. Y'all give him credit for these stats.
Hold on. First of all, Tom Brady went 10 years. 10 years in between winning championships. Yeah. So other people in them 10 years was winning championships while Tom Brady was still playing. So it wasn't like Tom Brady just dominated.
What he got? 7, 6?
I'm talking about over his career.
That's what I'm saying. So why?
I'm talking about, okay, what I'm saying is at the age of 40 right now, at 40 years old right now, LeBron James has his team in the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. When they made that trade, when they sent AD, hold on. When they sent AD out to Dallas, did nobody in the world think that them boys was going to do nothing? Everybody thought that Luka, you said it yourself. Luka could be fat. Luka might not even be healthy. Luka can't get hurt and all this. And turned around, it's AD the one that got hurt. And Luka over there clowning in LA right now. Got them boys in the number 2 seed. LeBron James may not be the best player in the game because of his age and because he is 40 years old. But he is still a top 5 player in this league.
I 40. Agree with you with that. But when you guys come at me trying to get this man credit because of his age, you're not gonna get that pass to me because
what other 40-year-old doing what LeBron doing?
First off, the dude had a earlier start. How old was the man when he first came to the NBA?
18.
Exactly. He should break everybody's record. You got time.
He ain't the only 18-year-old that came in the league. Kobe came in the league at 18. Okay. Sean Kemp came in the league at 18. Moses Malone came in the league at 18.
And I put Kobe over LeBron.
Oh, you tripping now.
No, I ain't tripping. See, it's levels to this. Because see, I like a dog. See, I like to get it out the mud. See, y'all, you see, I ain't ever see when Kobe was abandoned. And he was out there struggling. Kobe found a way to go ahead and win the title by himself.
I'm not gonna get into this Kobe, Jordan, LeBron. Let me tell you. Hold on.
I've never seen LeBron command a team without no other superstars like that.
We ain't getting into Kobe. We're not gonna do LeBron and Jordan right now. I know you. Look. I know you fired up and I know you ready to get into it. I hear you, MP. Don't get them people too much right now, man. We gotta wait.
But who the best out the East then? What team coming out the East for you?
The team that's coming out the East?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say them Boston Celtics ain't. I know what Cleveland doing. I see what Cleveland doing. But when they got Porzingis and they got Drew Holiday and they got everybody else healthy, if they're healthy, I'm going with Boston.
That's who you think coming out the East?
Yep. If they healthy, if they got Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Tatum, Brown, and they are healthy, and if everybody's healthy, I know injuries are a part of the game. I get it. But if they're healthy, I put them to beat Cleveland in a 7-game series. They probably will go 7, but I'm going with Boston.
Yeah, but if the series started right now, they would be playing Miami. So you know what I'm saying? They would still have, so they still have to do their thing just to get to Cleveland, because Cleveland #1 right now. But if
Miami, that's nothing. That's nothing. Boston will run right through Miami right now. You know that. Tyler Hero and Bam, I respect y'all, but y'all ain't got nothing coming.
One thing I have known at the time, I don't live long enough to know that I don't underestimate no opponent. So I can't sit here and say I don't sit here and see #1 teams fall to the lowest seed, and it wasn't supposed to happen. So I'm not even gonna say that, but I like what Cleveland doing. I love what Cleveland doing right now. So if I had to pick right now, anybody coming out the East and they was all the way healthy, I would go with Cleveland the way they rocking right now.
Okay.
What you got?
What about West? What about the West?
With West, I mean, I know you probably come with OKC, and I know you got a lot of love, and I know a lot of people got a lot of love for LA. I don't know why y'all holding on hope like LeBron gonna win another championship. I'm telling you right here, it's not y'all. One thing that I have learned, that if when you have these stars you put on your pedestals, you don't even be realizing when you see guys win their last championship, and you was in the bubble, LeBron, when you won your dang on last championship. How about that? Give me back.
Who coming out the West?
In the world, coming out the West, man. God, that's gonna be kind of tight. But shoot, man. Denver, man. I think Denver, if they healthy, I think they got enough firepower and a bench to do their thing and try to, make it another run to the title. So, yeah. What you think?
I'm going LA. I'm going with LeBron. I'm going with LeBron to come out the West. You know why? And this is.
And I hope Bronny on the team too. I hope he on the team too.
Look, man, Bronny ain't got nothing to do with it. Don't stop playing, MP. Stop playing. Listen. Stop playing, man. Listen, Bronny ain't gonna be there. He's gonna be sitting on the bench. We all know that. If AR-15, Austin Reeves, and Rudy are healthy, because right now they're a little banged up. If they're healthy, yes, I think that in the right scenario, if they can avoid Denver in the first round, yes, I think that the Lakers can get with anybody else in the West. I think they can get with OKC. OKC is dangerous. I know you thought I was going to pick them. No, I'm not. OKC is dangerous, but I don't think that they're going to come out the West. I don't. I think the Lakers will.
Truly, you got a little over 20 games left in the season, and you really believe LeBron and Luka is going to be ready to play to fight for the title, man. Y'all, listen. Hey, man, I love it. I love it. Hold on to faith. Hold on.
You're gonna be a believer soon. I mean, they the #2 seed right now. They right there. They right there.
We got about 22 games left, man. I don't care. Everything changed. Last time we talked, they was in the 5th seed. So I mean, they're doing a little something right now. But again, they're a team with no defense. So we will see. If they play a team like Minnesota in the first round, that might not be a good matchup for LA. So we'll see.
They just spanked Minnesota a couple nights ago.
We talking about a 7-game series, though.
True that. Ant-Man, true that. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's totally different.
All right. We're going to move on, man. We're going to move on. We got some few other things that we want to make sure that we break into these to our audience, man, because we're going to get into the NFL. Mr. Saquon Barkley. Mr. Saquon Barkley got broke off, dog. Saquon Barkley just signed a fat contract, man. 2 years, $41.2 million contract, $36 million guaranteed, that he can earn an additional $15 million in incentives, which makes him the highest paid running back in NFL history. Now, in your opinion, we all know that he's a great player, but do you think they paid him a little too much? Or do you think that's justified and he got what he deserved?
So, out of everybody that's listening, for you to even answer that question, all you got to do is say, do you think they would have won that title they just got without him? And if you say
me,
I'm just saying to anybody, you ask me a question, and I'm just saying to the people that's watching, however many people that watch this tape, answer that question he just asked me. Everybody can answer. Do you think they would have won that title without Saquon? And if you say no, then you dang on right. You better pay that man. Pay the man. Like Dion used to say, pay the man. You want to win another one, you better pay the man. Because he can be out of there doing the same thing, hurdling and hopping backwards over people in another uniform.
The sickest move I've ever seen on the football field in my life, and you are absolutely right. He has earned every single dime that they gave him in one season. He's earned it, MP. You are absolutely right. I could not agree with you more. Pay the man. You did right, because if it wasn't for him, you probably wouldn't be in this Super Bowl and you wouldn't have won it. Saquon Barkley, you see, he was my number 3. He was my number 3. Go back a few shows, y'all. Go back a few shows when we did our top 10, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, our top 5 as far as running backs. Go back and you'll see Saquon Barkley was number 3 on my list, and that boy is well-deserved. I'm glad he got paid, man. So,
I mean, that's what New York should have did from the jump anyway. Like somebody like Saquon, you shouldn't even negotiate. You should go ahead and make it to where they feel comfortable, where you know and he know that you want them there, and he wanted.
And they gave that money to Daniel Jones.
And that's crazy. And I don't even what was going on with Daniel Jones anyway.
He's third string in Minnesota right now. Glad that's hoping and praying that they don't sign Sam Darnold because his butt gonna stay third string. That's what they're doing right now.
It is.
We will move on, man, because the New York Jets clean house. The New York Jets got rid of everybody that they got from the Green Bay Packers. You know what I'm saying? They got rid of Aaron Rodgers. They got rid of Devontae Adams. They got rid of Allen Lazard. They got rid of Randall Cobb. You know what they did? They said this. This is what they said. I heard this, MP. They said, hey, Allen Lazard, we'll keep you, but you're going to take a massive pay cut. That's what they said to him. Man, where these boys going to end up, man? Where Aaron Rodgers playing next year, if he playing at all?
Man, if Aaron Rodgers do play at all, I can see him going somewhere where most people go to end their career. Cleveland. Manziel came in into his career. You know, hey, I mean, we just saw Watson go out there. I mean, he might be done for. So, I mean, I believe everybody go out there to Cleveland to, end their career. And he might get paid one more time. They might sign him for 2 years. Devontae, man, I'm sorry, man. You jumped on the A-Rod train. You stayed your rear end where you was, dog.
And nice in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Chilling out there, you know what I'm saying? And that nice big crib that he had with his family out there on the West Coast.
Stock just went down. You release. Hey, man, come on down here to the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? Let's start still 1 year.
Hey, man, look, I heard they was reporting that Aaron Rodgers was on his way to New York Giants, man.
Whoa, hey, man, I can see that as well. Go and get beat up.
Hey, man, look. Hey, you know what they said? This is what they tried to say to him. Hey, man, you got an elite receiver, man. You got Malik Neighbors. And?
That's it.
Man, you better give that man more than one receiver, man. No. I don't know where. I think, look, If I'm Aaron Rodgers, man, honestly, straight up, man, I'm not finna tarnish my legacy like that, dog. I'm just gonna go and retire, man. I'm just gonna call it good and go to Canton in the next few years. You know what I'm saying? And get my bust and retire, dog. That's what I'm gonna do. If I'm Devontae Adams, man, I'm probably getting ready to try to sign. Shoot, right now you a veteran, bro. You got to go ahead and try to chase that championship, man. I'm trying to go to Kansas City. I'm trying to go Buffalo. I'm trying to go Buffalo. I'm trying to go Philly. I'm trying to go somewhere to get me a championship, man. You know what I'm saying?
And where we about to go to next, the team hell, the way where Debo just went, I will go that way. That young man out there with their defense, Dan Quinn at the head, you know what I'm saying? HQ. Man, let me see.
Hey, Debo out there, he found him a new home, man. You absolutely right. You just hit on it, man. He out there in Washington, man. Now, I want to ask you this, man. This is what I really want to ask you, man. Who benefits more from this, Washington or San Fran? Now, San Fran, they got the reason why I think they got rid of Debo is because they got that boy Ricky Pearsall, the boy that got shot. He came on a little bit at the end of the year last year, and I think him and Ayuk, they think they're going to be a nice little tandem. But who benefits more, man? Do you think that Washington is going to benefit from getting rid of it, or picking up Debo, or San Fran going to benefit for getting rid of that headache?
I believe they should have, whatever the relationship, they should have severed ties with Debo. He was a very big asset in their scheme. And I really believe San Fran lost. I believe they lost. They received a 5th round pick for a elite player like Debo that can play in different offensive positions. That's a big time playmaker that can make a big play just and change the game just off of one play. Yes, I believe Washington knew what they was doing. And whoever's in command over there at GM, I had to look, but hey, man, you're a philosopher.
Man, I agree with you, man. I think San Fran just took a step back, especially because you don't know what's up with CMC with his injury problems, man. So at least you did have Debo, you did have a weapon. Brandon Ayuk is coming off of that torn ACL. The only person you got is Jawan Jennings and George Kittle, and George Kittle is moving up in age. I ain't saying they ain't got some good backup running backs, man, but Debo was that difference maker that when he was on the field, you can hand in the ball, he can go down and catch it. He was that versatile. He was that dude, man. And now you give him to Washington for a box of cookies, basically, dog. A 5th round pick. Man, you gave that man away, man, for nothing, man. So I personally think that Washington benefited. I agree with you, MP. I think Washington benefited. They gonna utilize that boy down there with Terry McLaurin. And damn it, man, Washington is gonna be real scary. It ain't like they already wasn't. You know what I mean?
They know what they're doing. They're putting the pieces together. And my thing, we talking about the offense, but their biggest thing is their defense. That defense that they have, that they showed this past season, man. So I'm looking. It's gonna be something this upcoming season to see, how things come together in the NFL and where pieces fall. Even like I said, with Aaron Rodgers, Devontae, and the other free agents that we mentioned on the last take that's out there and whatnot. So it's gonna be a busy off season. Draft gonna be coming up. Like I said, we got March Madness. And we got other stuff that we wanted to try to get to, you guys. We wanted to try to get to the boxing. We had some real big boxing matches that happened that we're going to give to y'all on the next tape because we're about out of time here and whatnot. So we will be getting to some boxing UFC matches that's going to be coming up on the next tape. Getting you guys prepared as what big matches that's coming up and some that did happen this past weekend within the boxing world. And Mr. GPG, he the guru of the boxing world and the MMA world. So we're gonna
Tank Davis escaped, dog, and I'll just leave it at that, man.
Tank
Davis escaped, man.
It was crazy, but Tank, you're my boy. But you finally found your match, man. But you guys, you know what time it is? Chime in. Do you think Tank should have been called for a knockout on that kneel down or not? But on this tape, we're gonna get ready. I'm gonna get ready to end it. You already know what time it is. That's your host over there, Mr. GPG.
And that's your host right there, Mr. MP80 Baby.
This is
They talking about what? They talking about sports. Oh, really? Well, this is RB.
Out on the field, the ball on no courts. They wanna talk about sports. They need a resource where they can come talk about sports. They really be talk, but we know the facts. Stacks, yeah, that's where it's at. We the hottest on the map. This is take on. This is take on. Yeah, they need a resource. We got you, just make up the choice. Who out here making that noise? This our take on sports.